Welcome to Open House 2020. Um, I have enjoyed teaching your kids for the last week and a half. This welcome video or open house video first is to help you get to know a little bit about me. Um, I am Mrs. Taylor, your child's math teacher, and I have lived most of my life in North Carolina. I have taught for 28 years, so all but 4 of those were in North Carolina. We're from Raleigh, and my husband and I decided to move to Colorado because of the mountains and the weather. And I've taught at North for 4 years. This is my 5th year, and we love it here. Just a little bit about my family. I've got 2 kids. Ty, he lives here in Colorado Springs, and my daughter goes to East Carolina University in Greenville, North Carolina. She's studying to be a nurse, and we try to get her out here as much as possible, but it's really never enough. We love hiking and camping and the great outdoors, and we have Jeeps. We like to go off-roading. So Colorado is just like the perfect place for us, and the weather is just wonderful. So if you've lived here your whole life, you are certainly lucky, and we're just so blessed to be here now. We also have 2 dogs. I have a 15-year-old miniature dachshund named Abby, and she is our senior citizen in the house, but doing great. And then I have a husky named Libra, and she's 2, and some of my students have seen her on WebEx meetings because sometimes she comes to work with me, and she's quiet, but she does like to show her face every once in a while. So, but we love our dogs. They're awesome. And all right, that's that. Let's see. I have taught for, like I said, 28. This is my 28th year. I've taught 5th grade through 10th grade at various schools. And I used to teach 5th grade. Elementary is a tough assignment because you have to teach everything. And one day I thought, let's just go to middle school and get, really, really well knowledge-wise and teaching-wise and ideas and everything in one subject. So I love math, and so that's why I chose to be a middle school math teacher. Also, crazy as it may seem, but I do love middle school age kids. They're fun. I remember when my own children went through middle school, so I kind of feel like I can look at them through, how would I want my own children to be treated in school, and I hope that's what your child will look back and think that I did for them as well. Okay, so all of our North teachers are using Schoology for our platform for distance learning, and probably for the rest of the year, regardless of what that looks like. But it's that one place that you can go to find all of their math information. I have a red folder in my Schoology homepage that has class information. That'll build throughout the year. There's not a whole lot in it right now, but it will. I will add things to it as it is pertinent. And then every single week, I create a new folder. I'll always put the current week on top, and inside that folder are daily folders. And inside the daily folders, anything that I use to teach with that day will be published in that folder by the end of class, as well as their daily exit ticket. The exit ticket is not just something that they, haven't might do or could do. No, they should do. That is where they're getting their math grade, especially right now when we're not in person. So I would encourage your child to review the slides if they get stuck on their exit ticket. And every day, the last 10 minutes of class, there's a couple days it hasn't quite been the last 10 minutes of class, but I try to give them 10 minutes to work on those questions. I try to range it from 6 to 10 questions per day in that exit ticket. So it shouldn't take a lot of time, and they really should be able to finish it during class if they're focused. And I'm also there. So if they have a question on a problem, they can pop back into WebEx, or a lot of them don't even leave until they're finished. That's fine too, and I'm there. So if they have a question on a certain problem that they don't understand, just know that they are given that opportunity to have that one-on-one time with me if needed. So those exit tickets are their grade. I will be giving them, mini quizzes or assessments as they come into the chapter or whatever, but the daily grade is the exit ticket. So speaking of how I'm presenting, I am using WebEx. I'm not recording my lessons, but like I said, the slides will be provided every day of everything that we did in class. The WebEx meetings are going really well. I have enjoyed meeting your child, and it'll be forever. No, it won't be forever, but it feels like it'll be forever before I'm actually going to get to know their name and their face. And, in person, I struggle with that anyway. I'm a numbers person. I'm a math teacher. So names are hard, but this platform is even harder to, get a little personable. Just, I think today, which I'm recording this on Wednesday, I now have a dual screen. Not that it matters, but I'm able to see all my students and at the same time I'm presenting the information. So that will help in that name learning. It's happening, but it's slow. But we've had a really good time. I'm so proud of them. They have done such a great job. Monday was rough, the first day of school, I think, for everybody. But by Tuesday and Wednesday, they started getting in a groove, and I was amazed at how quickly they picked it up. And I just think that that's a pretty good indicator that things are going to just progress even better. If we have to be on distance learning for longer, I really think that they are going to be on track. And I know there were, I'm sure, holes from the spring. I'm looking for those. I'm looking for areas that they're struggling so that I can go back and reteach that. And that's normal, because I think nobody's life was normal over the past 6 months. So I'm aware of that. But certainly, if your child is struggling, please communicate with me and let me know that they are struggling. Maybe they're afraid to say anything. It's always helpful to have that insider information. Okay. Q. I do use, obviously I post grades to Q. There's grades there right now. I probably will be the teacher that has the most grades posted because I'm doing that daily exit ticket. And I think with math, a daily checkpoint is necessary. I don't always grade for accuracy. I try to mix it up because I want my students to feel like I can make a mistake on homework. That's when I'm practicing. But I don't want them to just blow it off. So half the time I grade for accuracy and half the time I grade for completion. So just know that. I mean, you might think, oh, they made 100 because they got 8 out of 8. Maybe, maybe not. They can show you their work because it's all on Google Forms, and just ask them to pull it up and you can see what they made, or email me. I can tell you too. But I try to update my grades daily so that is the most accurate place that you can go to check their grade. And even when we take quizzes or tests, I really don't I don't want things like that I have to bring home or that I have to remember to do the next day. So I try to just get it done every single day. So unless I'm not feeling well or something, Q is the best place to look to see how your child is doing. And my grading policy, if your child is sick, or if they just didn't finish their Google form, their exit ticket, I would rather them make it up the next day or the day after and give them credit for that. Then I'm really not out to penalize them. Really, homework and classwork and exit tickets are a small portion of their grade, but it is a way for me to check for their understanding. So it's important that they do that. All right, the last thing I wanted to talk about is communication. So I check my email multiple times a day. That is the best way to get in touch with me. You can certainly call my phone, my work phone. I can get that during office hours, school day hours. Your child is welcome to, outside of when I'm teaching, if they need extra help, they can call that work phone. They can email me. I'll be honest, email is probably the fastest way because I'll check it every day, and usually before every afternoon before I leave for work, I will check my email and get back to you. So that's the best way to contact me. But my phone number is probably on the school website, but it's also 719-328-2474. And feel free to communicate with me.